Hey everybody, and welcome back to Two Idiots Reading Comics. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, all the fun stuff for this time of year. But today, you get to listen to the Best Damn Podcast, Best Damn Book Club on the internet. As always, tell your friends, family, everyone. You're around your family for the holidays, tell them. That way you can get away from them. And go check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that fun stuff. Check us out on anywhere that you get your podcast. Let's get into it.
And welcome to the Best Damn Book Club on the internet. My name's Ryan Talmadge. That's Davis Crocker. This is Two Idiots Reading Comics, episode 77, a special number to Davis's heart. You're hitting your shirt that doesn't have.
Oh yeah, I don't know why I just pulled that out.
That was his number in college. I was not a loser and talked about it when it was 51, but that was my
that's
number.
Your own damn fault.
This week we're reading Fables, Volume 3.
Hell yeah.
Pulled that off the top of my head. I couldn't remember what we were talking about. That being said, I didn't have a point there, Davis. How are you doing?
Doing good.
That's fucking Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I know Hanukkah. It might be going on.
We don't know.
Let's be honest. This is the week before Thanksgiving when we're recording this.
Yeah. But this will come out on like the 20-something.
The week of Christmas.
The week of Christmas. It's the Tuesday before Christmas. That's on a Saturday. So
yeah. Hanukkah might still be going on. Kwanzaa's coming up.
Yeah.
There's 77 holidays. Pick whichever one applies to you. If none of them do, cool. Happy being a Jehovah's Witness. I mean, they don't recognize holidays. Sorry about it.
I did not know that.
Yeah. No. We had a kid at my school who was a Jehovah's Witness, and we'd all tell him happy birthday, and he was like, why are y'all making a big deal of this?
Huh.
Shout out Austin. He was a cool kid.
Didn't know that. Cool.
Got presents year round. Fucking jealous.
I love it.
But yeah, whatever holiday applies to you, go ahead. And Merry Christmas to my family.
Merry Christmas to mine.
Yeah. But yeah. This week, Fables,
Volume 3.
Go ahead and do it.
Let's get into some
I don't want any snarky comments.
Credits. I wasn't even going there. I
You
took care of it the past 3 weeks. Writer Bill Willingham, pencilers Mark Buchanan, Lan Medina, Brian Talbot, and Linda Medley, inker Steve Lealoa, Craig Hamilton, Brian Tolbert, and Linda Medley, colorist Daniel Vozo, and letterist Todd Klein.
We got some new people in there. I've
Yeah.
heard them.
When you get to the...
I say it. We're on Volume 3 of Reading Fables. We probably had all those people.
But you can really tell there's some changes when Bigsby and Snow White are in the woods together. Bigsby
His face did get a little rough there.
Really gets a rough
but I didn't know if that was because he was off his spell medication or what.
He also gets a very Wolverine-y look.
Yeah.
He did look like a Hugh Jackman there for a while.
I'm just gonna go ahead and get this out of the way first. There was some filler in this volume.
Let's
some
see.
pretty decent filler.
The first issue of this is a filler. Then you get 3 good ones, and the last issue is a filler.
Yeah. There was some filler in this. It might play into something in the future because they did talk about.
I mean, the whole first issue is Jack swindling people.
Yeah.
And being successful at swindling people.
But they talked about how he lost the devil's bag.
And he said that story will be for another day.
Yeah.
Now that bag.
Now I guess that rules out my theory of the adversary being the devil.
Oh, yeah, because they were already in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still leaves mine on the table.
Now, was he a fable?
The devil?
No. They told that story, but like.
Who?
About Jack. Well,
correct. Jack's a fable.
Was that a fable? It was just a more modern day fable, so we're not familiar with it?
Well, they have, they call it, the biggest thing I saw is called the Jack Tales.
Okay. But it's not the Jack from the stories, because the Jack from the stories, like...
That was Jack.
Oh.
That was his, like... his swindling time.
What confuses me here is that, like, if a fairy tale from, like, one has a story, like, the Big Bad Wolf. Mm-hmm. You have the Big Bad Wolf from the Three Little Pigs, and you have the Big Bad Wolf from Red Riding Hood.
Which is
And in
Bigsby.
this universe, they're saying that's the same guy.
It's Bigsby, right?
And now they're saying that Jack
Correct.
is the same as Jack and the Beanstalk
Correct.
and Jack and Jill that went up the hill. Because
I never thought about Jack and Jill went up the hill.
Because in Volume 1, Rose Red said something about that bimbo you went up the hill with or something like that.
Oh, nice. Never thought about that. But I guess that's their loophole. Their get out of jail free
Like
card.
Prince Charming
Prince
is
Charming
one
is
dude.
married to originally Snow White, then Sleeping Beauty, then Cinderella.
Yeah.
And then all of his whores after that.
And
well, not his whores. He's the whore. His swindled women.
Yeah.
Then he takes all their money.
Fuck, we just read this today, and the girl who gets her finger pricked and falls asleep.
Sleeping Beauty.
They call her something Thorn something.
Blair Rose. I've never thought that was her name, but okay.
Blair Rose.
They call her Blair Rose.
I thought it was a play on something pricking your finger, though.
Well, Rose.
Thumbelina?
That's Thumbelina is the one that is created out of a seed planted into the ground, and she comes out of the flower.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Which is the last issue of that volume that really you could skip.
That's why the name was in my head. You told me about that. Yeah.
Now, if you're talking about, we've talked about this many times about issue, like reading single issues at a time.
Yeah.
This 5-issue stretch would have been extremely tough.
Yeah.
Go from Jack in the Civil War and this woman that
makes a lot more.
He captures the fucking Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
And we're just going to end that story arc.
That was a lot more, or a lot less out of field as I thought it was. Now that that's the same Jack as that's been in the rest of the stories, though.
But the way they've been treating
originally,
Jack,
I was like, who the fuck is this Jack guy, and why are we talking about the Civil War?
But at the same time,
I didn't know we had
the
fairy
Jack
tales coming
that-
out of the Civil War.
the Jack that we have, or the Jack now in the current
But
time
definitely
that we're
fits
working,
that same character, yeah.
he does. But at the same time, they treat him as an insignificant, like he's worthless.
Well, I mean,
Instead
he
of-
definitely
he does.
he went to the South thinking that he'd be able to marry a rich Southern belle after he was a war hero, and then pick the wrong side.
And at the same time, they call it the War of Northern Aggression. Like they start to tail off as
and they called that the book said it. You
Yes.
read it. You knew. They called the devil a coon, and I was like, "Whoa!"
they did.
I was like,
They did.
"Jesus!"
And if anyone was canceled, he said it, not me.
The book said it. Please don't cancel. What is there to cancel?
Sure, go ahead. Have fun with it.
My main account, just my Twitter account, has 84 followers. Cool,
I think I
man.
got like 40.
Yeah.
It's great. It's
Mhm.
so wonderful how many we have.
I just tweet into the void.
With the 4 people that
I
respond to
honestly
us.
just try to pop our college friends, make them laugh. That's about
That's
it.
about it.
Yeah.
Aggravate, poke some nerves at sports.
Yeah, pretty much it.
Either way, yes. They call the Civil War the War of the Northern Aggression.
Yeah.
And Jack goes to the South thinking the South's going to win to marry a Southern belle and get her money.
Yeah.
South doesn't win, guys. If you didn't know that,
Don't know if you noticed.
it's a spoiler, guys.
Unless you're in East or West, which they didn't win there either.
They didn't win there. No one won there.
Yeah, no.
Either way, and then the whole idea that he swindles the devil.
Yep.
In cards, which is a great play on
Because he
the
said,
on the golden fiddle.
Yeah, I've never met a deck of cards I can never at least deal myself 4 jacks.
4 jacks. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Jack's down to his soul.
Yeah.
Wins the whole bag from the devil. Of course, it's poetic. Now, catching the Grim Reaper and it stopping all death was kind of cool.
It was kind of creepy.
It was very creepy. Kind of cool.
Creepy.
And then him apparently.
Fables also is one of those that
the virgin that he
you
had
forget-
sex with was very freaky and a little disturbing, and
Maybe
definitely
if
was
you're a
not
prude like you.
That was definitely not her first time.
And maybe if you're a prude like you.
Yeah, sure.
She
buddy
seemed
boy.
okay.
Yeah, buddy boy, with all your free time in the afternoon with women. Continue.
Our family listens to the show.
I didn't say anything bad.
And my boss knows I have the show, so
Continue.
please don't describe it as the afternoon. Might get fired.
Okay, afternoon after 5.
Okay, cool.
It's dark right now, anyways.
True.
At 5.
Yeah. Well, it's 9:30.
It's midnight now.
That was a weird tangent, but I'm gonna leave it all in. No. What was I about to say? Fuck. No. What was the funny words he had to say? Something. Get.
Oh.
Scoop up that bed or something.
Oh, balls.
Clickety clackety something.
Clickety clackety, getting this sack or something.
Getting this sacky. And if that's not a meme by tomorrow, I'm gonna be upset. Clickety clacky, getting this sacky. And that's gonna be our new Twitter handle. Come on, dude. You gotta be faster with this.
Give me a second.
Clickety clacky.
It's not focusing. Then clickety clack, getting my sack. That's it. Clickety clack, getting my sack.
God, if we had enough people to make merch, there'd be a T-shirt that say clickety clack on it right now.
And then on the back, getting my sack.
I don't know. I think we just let it be an inside joke. Everybody's like, "What's that clickety clack shirt?" Boy, let me tell you.
So the story does progress forward a little bit.
Yeah. No, it's a lot of fun.
At the end of Volume 2, we leave Fable Town.
We leave Farmville.
The whole world of Fable Town.
Yeah.
Farmville.
I might not even be Farmville. I
don't even know what it is. The
that
farm.
Old Facebook game.
The farm. The
remember
revolters
Farmville?
have been the revolters
How
have
big
been
was your
execution. Yeah, it was that I never played it.
You never played? Oh yeah, you never.
I didn't get on Facebook until I was in 11th grade.
Farmville was cool until your parents started playing, and they're like, "Why haven't you helped my farm?" I'm like, because you were on the computer back when there was only one computer in the house.
It's like we can't be on the same thing at one time.
I was like, you'd have to get off the computer for me to do your farm.
So we leave off where Farmville's revolutionaries have been killed.
Yep, 3 little pigs.
By Prince Charming, Bluebeard, and Boy
else.
Blue.
Yeah.
He was up there kind of keeping up with stuff.
Yeah.
And the big story of this one is Bluebeard's got a big secret.
Yeah, he's fucking Goldilocks.
Damn straight he is.
Yeah.
And she's not satisfied.
No.
Apparently she'd rather have
the bear.
Bluebeard's manservant.
Yeah.
Which is a goblin and
I didn't
horses
catch that,
and pigs and bears and anything but human apparently.
Yeah. I didn't catch on until Wolf was like, "Where's that deranged gun, whatever?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, Goldilocks was a maniac in Volume 2." It'd been a little bit since I had read it. So yeah, the woman who's fucking the bear is now not satisfied with Bluebeard.
Even Bluebeard looks at her and go, "Am I not satisfying enough?" She's like, you are, but you're not the same.
You're not the type.
You're not the same."
But this whole 3-issue story arc is basically everybody's trying to take control of Fabletown.
Except Snow White and Bigsby. They're getting fucked.
Bigby pissed off Bluebeard when they were trying to take down the guy who said they were vampires. Yeah,
that was a funny take.
Funny.
That was fucking hysterical.
And
when he came forward and said it, I'm like, okay, what's going to be his thing? Are they just Eternals? Are they whatever? I did not see vampires coming out of his mouth.
But it was fucking funny. But Bigby and Bluebeard had a disagreement about how it should have been done, and Bluebeard was like, if you keep doing all these threatening, they just go get weak because you never actually do anything.
Cry wolf.
Yeah,
it's like crying wolf, and then there'd never be a wolf.
And then he's like, "Yeah, but you always back down because you're a bitch, and basically you're a bitch, and I know you won't do anything." And Bluebeard starts to cry like a bitch.
He does.
And but then that sets in motion where he starts to sabotage Bigby and Snow White, and kills the journalist after Bigby handled the situation.
It was handled. I don't think if Bluebeard had not killed him.
No,
I think it was completely handled.
Yeah, he was convinced that they were vampires and they bit them and shit.
But Bluebeard being Bluebeard, from what we've read in
He
this,
was like, "Fuck you, Jack."
he wanted the
Thanks for
final.
blowing right into the microphone.
I did that.
Okay, cool.
He wanted the final say.
Davis is lost in the sauce over here.
We still got another one to record too.
I know. Hope you don't slur your way through this one, you motherfucker.
It's all
but yeah.
smiles.
No, so Bluebeard being kind of a punk. Although it gets handled 2 issues later when Prince Charming is secretly.
How about that? Yeah.
First
Prince
off,
Charming's got his own miniature army running around getting
the
secrets for him.
mouse police and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Now, here's the thing. Like, for a little bit there, you're like, is Prince Charming actually feeling bad about... but it's all really just a play.
I think he truly did,
Uh-huh.
but at the same time, he wants the money.
Yeah, it's just a play to get to... he's not even going for Bigby and Snow White's part. He's
wants
going
the
after,
mayor.
like, the
he
mayor.
Wants,
Yeah.
King Cole.
Yeah, who
He wants stuff. He's a useless son of a bitch.
What fable is that from, though?
Which is why I think he's the mayor
Mm-hmm.
and doesn't get involved.
Yeah.
So he can't get killed, because if he gets killed, he can't come
True.
back.
Bluebeard's not...
Which, hang on, I see the eyes. When Snow White puts the fucking axe
She got
in the
slaughtered.
back
Goldilocks got slaughtered.
of Goldilocks' head,
Fell down a cliff. Got hit by a bus.
then falls into a river.
Yeah.
Just, good Lord.
But they even acknowledge,
But
like, she's popular enough, she might
when
still come
Snow
back.
White got shot and she came
Yeah.
back, it's just like the Mundys believe in her so much,
Yeah.
you've got to make sure
Yeah.
you ruined her.
Yeah,
Which-
but at the
Which
same
it's
time,
still,
like,
she's coming back to life.
she's popular enough, but it took Snow White like a year to get back.
Correct.
So-
So we're gonna see. You're gonna see her again. Now,
Yeah.
Bluebeard, who was killed by Prince Charming.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna see him again
No.
because he is not enough popularity.
No. Never heard of that
And he's
motherfucker.
getting thrown down the witching well for some reason, which I'm wondering if that's another
I wonder if that's like
way-
a...
like to keep
trap.
him. Yeah,
Yeah.
a trap.
like a cage or something. I don't know. But,
No, now you mentioned to me when you were reading, you didn't see Prince Charming's ploy coming.
Yeah.
I did. Not now. Let me tell that back. I didn't see what he's doing at the fact that he's wanting to go for the mayoral spot.
well, no, I
I thought he was going to kill Bluebeard,
Yeah.
tell everything he knew,
Mhm.
and then take Bluebeard's inheritance
Yeah.
and become Bluebeard. Not all of Bluebeard's inheritance now goes to Fabletown,
Yeah.
Fable whatever, and then try to become mayor. I did not see that coming now.
I legit thought the mouse police were working for Bigby because obviously,
Why not?
yeah, why not? And because they had talked about like Goldilocks is hiding somewhere, so
Yeah,
I didn't know if they was just going through everybody's shit to see if anyone knew where Goldilocks
that's
was.
what I thought until then.
They
Charming.
report to Prince Charming, but yeah, that's weird. And then also surprised at not the very end, but the important part in that whole potion Bigby and Snow White were in, and now Snow White's pregnant.
With Big B's kid.
Yeah.
And also, how fucking creepy was it when Big B confessed his interest for Snow White?
Telling her that he constantly smelled her and could tell where she was at all times and tell her mood and all that stuff. Boy, that's rough.
That got creepy.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. Mood, scent, happy, sad.
Yeah.
Everything. And he even hid from her that
He knew
had
right
sex.
away.
He knew.
Yeah.
He knew that he's like, there's no way. When he confesses that
Mhm.
when he found out Snow White's pregnant, he goes, to be totally honest, did you not realize that I kept that from you? Because he confessed. He's like, there's no way.
there were more
I
important
had
things at the
those-
time.
Yeah, he's like, there's no way I've had those urges for so many years that then we blacked out and I didn't have sex with you.
Yeah. Well, it also could have been a part of Bluebeard's plan because, like,
I think
he told him exactly what to do. Even at the things like, even if this wears off before you died,
Yeah,
you're gonna suspect.
They kept
gonna
trying to make
suspect
sure
Jack.
Jack. Yeah. Now we never see Snow White and Bigsby
go for Jack. But
go for Jack, or realize that it was Bluebeard. But
yeah.
we in the story, you have to believe that happened.
I don't think they'll find out it's Bluebeard unless they specifically
Charming,
show that. Oh yeah, I guess he did.
Charming literally confesses to Mayor Cole that I killed him. He's in the witching well. He did this. Here's his journal.
Yeah,
it was his fault. He did it. This was a justified killing.
And they're on their way back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess so. That's gonna be. I mean, poor Bigby, bro.
Now
she should obviously not be mad. Well, yeah, she shouldn't be mad at Bigby.
I do believe she has feelings for him.
Yeah,
but at the same time, she still doesn't believe.
What happened with her and Prince Charming fucked her up so
Charming
bad.
definitely fucked her up pretty bad.
Which apparently half the girls in Fabletown agree or the same way. So.
Wait till he takes control.
Yeah.
Holy shit! If he he's getting control.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen. It's coming.
I'd say the only thing I didn't like about this is still no idea who the adversary is. I would like to know.
Yeah, all right. So
are we ever gonna get to that?
In the final issue, you get to there's this weird kind of Thumbelina story, and
you told me to skip
Gulliver's Travel has nothing right now. It was like the first issue. It was a very big filler.
Mm-hmm.
So Gulliver's Travels.
Mm-hmm.
You have the small village with the big man that shows up. I can see his face.
Jack Black.
Jack Black did the movie. Well, the group leaves their city. The Gulliver's Travel people, the little people, leave their city to go find out what's happening on the mainland with the adversary.
Mm-hmm.
They get there. Ship gets destroyed, and they get trapped.
Yeah.
Well, it's only a group of men. So they end up finding the portal to get home. They find this town that's got that's been attacked by adversaries. They get to the portal, get back to real world. They've been there for quite a while, and there's only men.
Mm-hmm.
So they've realized that, well, we have to repopulate this. Thumbelina shows up, one woman, all these men, doesn't work out. Nothing happens to her.
Okay.
But there's fighting, there's bloodlust, there's everything's happening, and they go, okay, fine. So this kid agrees to go back to their homeworld.
Mm-hmm.
They say it's 40 years before the adversary destroys the portal, which I think that might be the only important part in this whole thing. But anyway, it's that the adversary destroyed it.
Yeah.
Goes back with a hawk to fly them everywhere. They find the woman that created these seeds for Thumbelina to be born.
Yeah.
They have to find it, go to the castle, get it, bring a bear back. Bear gets the wings of the hawk. Either way. Bring the jar back, plant the seeds. Seeds create women.
Yeah.
Then they populate the city. They only have to do it once because they plant like 30 seeds.
Mm-hmm.
Then the seeds populated and they carry on for generations to come. And the whole thing started because every time one of those kids of that town becomes 18, comes of age, they try to steal the jar, steal a seed from the jar to become as popular as the original guy.
Yeah.
That's all that last issue was.
Oh.
It was cool. It was interesting. But again, it was kind of like the first issue of this volume. Maybe
it goes forward.
Maybe it goes somewhere down the road, but at the time, it's just a filler.
Okay. Well, I want to know who the adversary is. That's all I'm going to say.
What do you see is coming in volume 4? Other than
I don't know. Well,
other than Snow White being pregnant, of course,
we definitely have to deal that.
Prince Charming trying to take over.
But this is like the first issue where that overtook my. I mean, I still want to know who the adversary is,
of course.
But the main story is finally taken over, like my interest in that. Like,
yeah.
Now I just want to see what happens with them.
Right. I mean, what happens now? I mean,
yeah.
There's going to be a vote. I mean, you see that there's going to actually become a vote, and I would imagine Snow White is going to be one of the ones that it gets voted for, and Charming's going to be the other, and King Cole. You would imagine Charming's probably going to win, and
just for story
really
purposes.
start to fuck shit up.
Yeah. I don't know. I know we got at least one more month of this being the continuous. We'll see how it goes after that. Obviously, we don't like to after Venom, we don't like to over saturate
yeah.
one story. But definitely looking forward to doing volume 4 next month.
Most definitely.
That being said, Davis, we're gonna do our first manga next week.
Hell yeah.
And we'll just talk about that next week. But Lone Wolf and Cub, and that's gonna be next week, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.